Hi friends, today I wanted to show a quick overview of how to use the Ask Money Guru Retirement Corpus Calculator. So first and foremost, what is the purpose of this calculator and what can it help you to understand? So as the name suggests, the purpose of this calculator is to give you a fair understanding and estimate of the amount of money that you would need post retirement to maintain your current lifestyle until the time you are alive, right? So it basically takes care so while you are working, while you're in a job or in a business, you kind of set aside money every month or every quarter or every year based on your investment preference for retirement, so that once you stop working, you can actually use that corpus to maintain your current lifestyle expenses. So basically that is what I think this calculator tries to let you know, like what is the based on your current expenses, your current age and your life expectancy and other factors. It tries to calculate and give you an understanding of the amount of corpus or the amount of money you would require to maintain your current lifestyle after retirement, right? So that is basically what it is. So let's now get into how to use this calculator. So I think it is pretty simple, and already I think it is mentioned in good details here. So let's just still go over all these terms one by one and see what they mean, right? So I think on the first, to start with, the current age, it's as the name says, you have to enter your current age in years here on the right hand cell. Next we have the expected retirement age, that is the age by which you are planning to retire. Again, that you will have to enter in years on the right hand column. Then your life expectancy, like how many years you are kind of expecting to live, the maximum life expectancy. So you just put a rough number based on your idea. Then so I think the number of years to retirement is basically your expected retirement age minus your current age, and number of years after retirement is the life expectancy, that is still how much your life expectancy is minus the age by when you retire. Then we have the rate of return during accumulation. So let's say if you are investing in good mutual funds, you can expect to earn around 12% annual rate of interest till the time you retire. So by default, that's why it is mentioned as 0.12, which is 12%, considering that you invest in mutual funds. Then a rate of return after retirement is like once you have retired and you have the retirement corpus in hand, you can't just let it lie idle in the bank, right? So you have to still invest it in some good products, but they need to be safe. They need not provide great returns, but they need to be safe, because that is what is most important. The safety is most important after the retirement. So while you will you will use some part of it for your daily expenses, the remaining part should be invested so that they keep earning returns. Currently there are some good products in market for senior citizens, like senior citizen savings scheme, and there are certain senior citizen specific FDs. I think banks provide higher rate of interest for senior citizens as well. So you can consider this for your post retirement investment, and on a typically these provide around 7% rate of interest. So rate of return after retirement can be considered as 0.07, which is basically 7%. And then we have the inflation rate. This is kind of the default rate by which the prices of goods are going up on a daily basis, which is currently at 6%. And then we have the inflation adjusted return. Finally, we have the existing lump sum investment. So let's say if you had already started investing for your retirement earlier, and till date you have already accumulated certain lump sum amount for your retirement, so that amount in rupees you can enter here. Next, coming to the next part, we have the post retirement monthly expenditure. So what is your current monthly expenses? Let's say if you are spending around 30,000 per month, you can put it here. Then we have the current annual expenses, which is basically your monthly expenses into 12, which is roughly the expenses in a year. Then we have the inflation rate, which is basically again the same as this one, the current rate of inflation, which is 6%. Then we have the annual expenses at retirement after adjusting for inflation. So So currently this is your annual expenses, but let's say by the time you retire, obviously it will not remain the same. It will keep on increasing based on the inflation rate. So considering that, this will be the rough annual expenses at retirement after adjusting for inflation through all these years. Next, we have on the right hand side the total corpus required. So annual expenses at retirement after adjusting inflation will be same as that mentioned here. Then we have the number of years still left for the retirement, inflation adjusted return. So I think based on the parameters that you are entering here, you can see the retirement corpus calculated and displayed in this cell, in the retirement corpus required cell, which will be here. So now if you have to accumulate this retirement corpus, obviously you will have to invest somewhere so that you could accumulate this money during that time, and that is what you can understand from this table, which is monthly SIP in mutual funds required to reach corpus. So I think mutual funds are very good investment vehicles to reach long-term goals, especially equity mutual funds. So definitely I would strongly suggest you to try it out and invest in it, especially if you are young and saving for your retirement. So let's say the number of years of retirement is we have the number of years to retirement mentioned here. Then we have the rate of return during accumulation, which is 12% default for equity mutual funds, and this is the final retirement corpus required. So then the monthly SIP required will be calculated here. So based on the retirement corpus required, the monthly SIP required will be mentioned here. So this basically means the amount that you should invest every month going forward in equity mutual funds if you have to build the retirement corpus required. So basically this is what I think each of the terms mean. So let's just now see how to use it. So let's say that I enter current age as, let's say, 25, right, for someone, let's say for a typical person X, and expected retirement age is 60. So one thing is, I think this calculator is very easy to use. You just have to fill in the cells which are highlighted in yellow here, and the calculator will take care of the rest, and it will display the final amount in green at the right. So you just need to enter current age, expected retirement age, life expectancy, existing lump sum investment, and current monthly expenses. Only these 5 parameters, and the rest will be calculated on its own and displayed here. So let's say current age is 25, expected retirement age is 60, life expectancy, let's say we mention it as 90, existing lump sum investment, let's say we have around 1 lakh accumulated, and current monthly expenses, let's take it as 35,000, right? So we can roughly see that therefore for maintaining the current lifestyle after retirement, we would roughly need a retirement corpus of 25 crores, 52 lakhs, 12,100 rupees. And in order to accumulate that retirement corpus by the time you retire, you need to start investing a monthly amount, a monthly SIP of 39,000 going forward in equity mutual funds. So by the time you retire, you would be able to accumulate this corpus. So hope this video was useful and helpful to understand how to use this calculator. If you want to get hold of this calculator, please do drop a mail to the email below email ID, that is askmoneyguru, AskMoneyGuru, askmoneyguru22 @gmail.com. Drop a mail to this email ID, and I will help you with the next steps to get this calculator. Thanks for watching.